I used to carry this black travel bag everywhere I went because I thought I was going to have a problem and I needed something in this bag. So it didn't matter where I went to, a basketball game, the mall, the grocery store, and if I could, a plane. I would take this bag everywhere I went because I thought if I had an issue or an episode, there was something in this bag that was going to help save me, help me feel better, hopefully avoid the public embarrassment, anything. So in this video, I'm going to go through this bag and I'm going to show you things that I used to take everywhere I went because I thought mentally I needed them. And I realized I didn't need any of this stuff. And this is the spiral that I think a lot of you are in, where you think you need all these things and your brain is telling you, you have to take these things with you. You have to take these things with you. Do not leave that house without taking these things with you. And I think this is what causes the uncertainty and the ability to bring your confidence levels back up. And I just really want everybody that's watching this video to find a little bit of understanding, find a little bit of like relation with what you're going through. Know that it's not a random thing that you're going through. Don't think that you're just one out of millions of people going through this sense of neediness when it comes to taking items with you. So I'm not going to blabber much longer. I'm going to tell you everything that I used to go through and show you in this bag that I used to go through all of these things. And hopefully this lets you know that you're not alone. And sometimes when the body and the mind and the spirit knows that you're not alone, you tend to find a better sense of healing because you're feeling this understanding. You know, when anytime a person is open and they understand, they feel better. So the first item that I used to take with me is I used to take this little ice pack with me. It's like a travel ice pack. I used to take ice and just throw it in this bag here. The way it works is you could just open this up here. And these things are old and beat up because it's been years since I've used any of this stuff. See, you can put the ice cubes in there because I thought when I had jaw issues and my ears were clicking, I started to dig into all of this stuff and I started to think, okay, maybe I need to apply it cold. And this still stands true today. You do need to put cold packs on you. You do need to kind of relax the jaw muscles, relax the jaw so that ear can start healing. But to take something like this with you everywhere you go, it's just a little inconvenient and it's not necessary unless you're in dire pain or dire need of having it on you at the time. But I didn't. I just thought, I probably will need that, so I'm going to take it with me. So this is something that I took with me everywhere I went. It was easy to just put cold water or ice cubes in there. But again, it's not healthy that I was doing that. So this right here is unopened box of nasal spray. Honestly, this is prescribed nasal spray. I can't even pronounce the name, but nasal spray, it makes me upset. So I had a lot of hard times with nasal spray. So yeah, I definitely, anybody that takes it, sometimes you do need it, but I didn't need it and it really made my situation worse. So that I would take that with me, and I didn't even, as you can see, I didn't even open it. And so here's another one here. These are drops, like oil drops. So that way, I was watching a lot of videos and online and I started doing research. This is when I was in the early stages of trying to diagnose how I got this and how I did this. So I would take little oil droplets. And it comes with a little tube. And so I would just take that, put it on my fingertips. This is just your basic, this is like vitamin E oil, but it's not the potent version of vitamin E oil. So it's not really the one I recommend. So I was really learning how things work. So I would take it on my fingertips and massage right here. It did help a little bit, but again, to take it with you, probably not the best idea. The next thing, and this is crazy to bring something like this with you. Honestly, you can see it's old, it's dirty, it's dusty. I still have it around. Some of these things I keep in here just because memories of what I went through, and maybe I could be a testament to others to let go of some of these things. Just put it aside. You don't really need all this stuff with you. This is mineral ice, by the way. It's probably liquefied by now, I'm imagining. Actually, no, it's not. Mineral ice. So mineral ice, for those of you that are aware of mineral ice, I don't know, some of you watch my videos that are not from the US, but if you have something like this, it's basically like a therapeutic relieving gel. So it's a therapeutic relieving gel. I'm not promoting products or medications. This is why I didn't open the nasal spray, because I don't want to bring that kind of acknowledgement to medications. I just want to let you know that this is the stuff that I was taking. So I would take a little bit of this stuff. Is very strong too, very potent. I don't even know why I brought this stuff everywhere with me, but it's super strong. You can see what I would do is I would take a little bit of that. If not, just smell it through here. I got smarter and I started buying inhalers, like the little inhaler sticks, so because it was a lot easier. But this was in the early stages. I would take a little bit of this, rub it around my nostrils, and try to get a little bit of relief, because I had a lot of congestion, a lot of stuffiness in my nose. And so that was something I always did. A lot of you will get a kick out of this one. This is the Eustachian. Look how old and beat up this thing is. I haven't used this thing in about probably 5-6 years. It's old, it's beat up. I don't even think it actually works. It's been so long since I've used this thing. Look, it's been all over the place. It's been, and I'm not going to say that the Eustachian is not useful, but it's not something that I found relief, because I could automatically pop my ears during the time I had this issue with Eustachian Tube Dysfunction. So yeah, it still works. So a lot of you are probably finding relief with the Eustachian. I didn't find any relief using it. But yeah, again, this thing is not cheap too, for a lot of you that are in this position of needing this. At the time too, this was probably 5 years ago, maybe longer, maybe even almost 6 or 7 years. This thing was pretty expensive. I want to say at least $50 for that. And this is just crazy. I would take cough drops with me. Again, for the menthol, trying to open my nasal passages, trying to open my ears. So I would take big bags of Halls, just regular Halls, and so that's that. And then these are medications, but I just want to quickly show you Tylenol. I took Tylenol with me because I was thinking, I might need that quickly, so I would take Tylenol with me. And again, this is not something I'm proud of. I'm not promoting products. I'm not telling you to do this. This is basically me telling you, if you have a bag like this, start thinking about if you really need it or not. And then this is Dramamine. This is Meglazine is the medication name. The pill is for dizziness, off balance, equilibrium issues, motion sickness. You could take this if you're like going on a boat ride, or you're going in a real long car ride or a roller coaster. But yeah, I would take this with me everywhere I go. And sometimes, to be honest, this is probably the one that I will still kind of keep with me just in case. Because sometimes I do tend to get a little dizzy, and it's not related to ETD. It's just related to sometimes a lack of sleep and things like that. So I wouldn't say this is completely harmful for you, but again, you still got to be in touch with whoever's handling your care if you're going to do anything like that. So, and this is another thing that I took with me. This is basically an I wouldn't say it's off-brand, but this is Mueller. Mueller's, it's kind of like KT tape. And so KT tape, for those of you that are not aware of what KT tape is, a lot of athletes wear KT tape because it's like helps with muscle tension, soreness, stiffness, tightness. It helps with balancing the muscles, natural chemistry in the body, bringing some alignment back, some healing. So what you do is you take a strip of the tape and you place it on areas of the body that are giving you the most problems. For me, it was the neck area, the trapezoid. So I would take KT tape and I would align it to the back of my back, going across. You can watch videos online. I'm not a professional at applying this stuff, but I did learn a little bit when I was certified as a personal trainer that there's certain ways you have to cross the tape, get the best resistance, get the best layout for the muscles. And so I did learn a little bit, but still, to take it with you everywhere and not be really, even if you're going somewhere that doesn't require you to be physically active, I would still take it with me. So not a good habit, not a good look, but hey, these are the things that I thought would help me, and it gave me some relief. And last, again, another medication. I don't like to show medication because I don't want people to think I'm promoting this stuff, because there are some fake accounts probably out there, me holding stuff. So I just want to quickly show you though, these are ear drops. I don't have any association with this brand, but these are antibiotic, antibacterial pain relief eardrops. As you can see, I have the box. The box was already cracked open. I didn't even open it. I didn't even use this yet. Because you can see I have the instructions still in it. I think it's, yeah. So these were things that I thought would help. I've used other eardrops before, antibiotic eardrops. Not these particular ones, because this is when, towards the end, when I started to say, you know what, none of that stuff's helping me. I got all the stuff laid out here, tons of things that you saw. A lot of you are going through this right now, actively struggling to find relief. All you want is relief at the end of the day. You don't want anything but relief. You want to feel like your old self, and you want to get back to your old self. You want to get back to your old ways, or develop new ways, or have the energy to develop new ways, because you're tired of struggling. And I want all of you to know, my heart is with all of you. My heart is with those of you that are struggling out there. Sorry, you saw that I tried not to hit my mic, so I made an awkward motion of hitting my heart, but my heart is definitely with all of you. You have to bring humor to your life. You have to bring joy into your life. You have to basically lean on the things that are just the most raw and simple form that you can, to develop the mental awareness to realize that you're bigger than all of these problems. You're bigger than what you're facing. You really have to strip away all the anxiety, all the fear, all the stress, take all of the medication, all the products, all the remedies, everything that I've even told you, and leave it at a place where you're comfortable leaving it at. Don't take it with you, because what this does is this develops a mental dependency on these items, and you'll actually go out there in the world and think you need them. There was times where I left some of these products at home, and I thought, oh my God, I can't do that. I was out of town, out of the state, out of the country, and I would be searching around this country or this state looking for something similar to what I needed. It's like almost like I was trying to sustain an inventory, and it got very like unhealthy to do that. I just remember running around Europe looking for something similar to like nasal spray, but not the kind of nasal spray that can do harm, more like a saline nasal spray. So it's just stuff like that you end up finding that you're doing, and you're like, why am I doing this? I should be able to just go wherever I want without doing that stuff. And I want all of you to know, it takes taking your bag. Some of you have a bigger bag, some of you have a smaller bag. And I want you to not throw it in the trash, but I want you to take that bag and shove it under your bed somewhere. Just take it and shove it underneath the bed where you can't see it. Go on about your day. Of course, disclaimer, if you need that medication because your doctor told you need it, that's not what I mean. But for these things that I've shown you, Eustachian, these drops I found, this other eardrops or nasal spray I found, all these things. If you don't need that stuff, you just buying it like I was, take it and shove it under the bed. Don't even look at it. And then pull the bag out like I did later, years later, when you feel like you've conquered this quest, and talk about it. Tell someone about it, what you've gone through. This will empower your mind so pristine that you're going to feel so much better inside that you've conquered this feat without all these things that you thought you needed. You only needed one thing, and that was this, and that was this. So I hope this video empowers some of you out there. I know a lot of you are struggling and you're actively looking for help. You're not getting the help you need from the people trained to help you, because they're helping you in ways that they were trained to do and not the way that it really is sometimes. And I'm here to help you. I'm here to tell you that I've been through it, I got through it, and I'm no better, no stronger, no faster, no smarter than all of you out there. If you need any help, any advice, you can always email me. My email door is always open. It's jayewellness@gmail.com. You feel free to reach me on my main website. I have all this information in the contacts below, and I'm here to help you get through this. Again, it's more of a mental wrestle, a mental struggle than it is anything else that any of this medication is gonna, or any of these products are gonna help you with. So I hope this video was very helpful for you. If it was, please take time to subscribe to the channel. I try to bring content as often as possible. But in the meantime, I'm gonna step out of the Jaye Wellness Studio and leave you in good hands with this video. Like anything else, folks, we're here to simply go back to the basics. Take care, everybody, and I'll catch you on the next video.